Let's do this next one. So directrix, let's try to put this information in. Let's graph this, okay? So I'm going to clear all this stuff. So the information, let's do this together as a group. So my focus is 5, -1. So I'm going to graph that first. I'm going to say 5, -1, and I'm going to call that the focus. All right. Then the directrix is going to be x equals -3. So I'm going to say x equals -3. All right. So where is my parabola going to be based on this information, and how is it going to open? Yeah, it's gonna open like this, right? Where's the vertex going to be? Well, the vertex is going to be somewhere here. What's the y value of the vertex going to be? The y value is going to be -1. It's going to be the same as this stuff. So if I go back to this table of values, right, I know it's horizontal because my directrix is x equals a number. So I'm going to use this information to help me graph everything. Now, Mr. Adams has this on the screen over here. Well, actually, I wonder if I should just copy this. Yeah, maybe I should just copy it is what I should do. Let me copy the data. I'm just going to copy it real quick and post it so you guys can see what I'm doing. So this is a horizontal one, and we're just going to, oops. Yeah. So let's go back to this thing here. And to get this done, I'm going to post this right here. And let's look at this. So I need h and k, basically. I know that this is horizontal, and I need h and k. Well, h and k, the k value is equal to what? Well, x, so let's talk about a bunch of stuff. The directrix, we know, is -3, right? Oh, I got the wrong pen. This is confusing me. So how do I do this? Well, I know I need to find h, I need to find k, and I need to find p. And then when I find those three things, I'm going to have to use this formula. So I'm going to have to do some work to plug in the formula. I know that this is probably going to open to the right based on the graph that I have. Okay. I know that the focus, that's what this is going to be h plus p, comma, k. In other words, k is the y value of the focus, right? So k is equal to -1. Now I need to solve for p. Does anybody remember the formula to find p? Well, if it's a horizontal parabola, remember that p is equal to the x value of the vertex, or of the focus, minus the x value of the directrix. It's in the middle. Okay, it's in the middle of those two things. So you take the arithmetic average. That's how you figure out what the p-value is. So what does that look like? Well, what's the x value of the focus? 5. Formula calls for a minus symbol. What's the directrix? -3. All over 2. When you minus a minus, it becomes a plus. And so I get 5 plus 3 is 8 over 2. That means that my p-value is equal to 4. Okay? Now to find h, I know that the x value of the focus is equal to h plus p. Is that a good h? No, probably not. Here we go. Is this a better h? So what's the x value of the focus? 5. I'm not the h value. The x value of the focus is 5. I don't know what h is, but I know that p is equal to 4. So if I do algebra, I get h equals 1. So I get h equals 1. So the vertex, my vertex, is just h comma k. What's h? H is 1. What's k? We said it was -1. So now let's graph that. So when I graph 1 comma -1, that's the vertex. Okay. Now here's the interesting thing. If this is 5, if I said p is 4, that means that this should be, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4 units away from the vertex, which is also 1, 2, 3, 4 units away from the directrix. That's what p represents. Does that make sense? So the vertex is right. Now I just need to do the equation and graph it. And that equation should go right through the vertex. So let's do that. So the equation then, the equation is going to be for horizontal, it has to be y minus k squared is equal to 4 times p times x minus h. So then y minus k, but we know that k is equal to -1 squared, is equal to 4 times p, but what's p? 4, times x minus h, which is 1. So my final equation should be y plus 1 squared is equal to 16 times the quantity x minus 1. So let's plug that in. We're going to say y plus 1 squared is equal to 16 times the quantity x minus 1. Look at that. Boom. Perfect. Everything matches up. And that is essentially what we wanted to do, is we wanted to graph this thing. I'm going to make the graph kind of small so it fits somewhere in here. I shouldn't make it that small. I'm just going to go over this one. Does that make sense? Oh, it might not make sense. It might be a lot to process. Do you have any questions? Might be a better question for Mr. Adams to ask you guys. What's my favorite holiday? That's a good question. Not really related to the topic at hand. Can I end the video and maybe we'll discuss that? Okay. It is very valuable information. It is valuable.